Welcome to Center of Empowerment, aka COINPM. Tonight is our Healthy, Safe, Brave Space online support group facilitated by Iris Inspires. We will be starting in a few moments. If you haven't already subscribed, please take a moment to do so now. Also, like and share shows your support and helps us get the word out about our channel. Center of Empowerment is a 501c3 compliant not-for-profit organization that impacts the 4 pillars of life: health and relationships, work and providership, and spiritual growth and balance. All of these areas are interconnected aspects that shape our overall well-being. We impact each pillar by building bridges of hope with our services. The OMB Families in Transition Grant, weekly grocery services to the elderly, displaced families, and chronically ill. Healthy, safe, Brave Space counseling and coaching services. Online, one-on-one and group settings. Eye care and dental referral services. Annual blessing bag giveaway. COINPM Africa, and so much more. Learn more on our website at www.coinpm.org. We make a difference by building bridges of hope with our services. Become a bridge builder by using the QR code or going to www.coinpm.org. Thank you for being here tonight. Get comfortable. Open your heart. Ask your question. Subscribe, like, and spread the word we are on live. We will be starting in a few moments.
Hey, everybody. How are you? My lighting is a little bad. How you guys doing tonight? How are you? What's happening? Okay, so tonight is not a healthy, safe, a brave space, but we are going to have a healthy, safe, brave conversation. Okay. Thank you for joining. We did not have the traditional, or not the traditional, or our normal broadcast that we normally have. I just literally got out of a meeting and came on. So I'm a little, so I probably need to pause and breathe. What you think? What you think? I wanted to have a little conversation with you guys tonight. Please put in the chat where you're listening in from. I greatly appreciate it. I need to fix this, but I can't fix it because it says healthy, safe, brave space. But it's all good. All right, let's pause. Let's take a couple of breaths right now. I did not send out a message. Give me a moment. Let me send out a message and let folks know that we on. My son has told me I need to start slowing up and give an opportunity for folks to get on or come on before I start. So I'm going to do that tonight. And while we're waiting, put in the chat where you are checking in from us with. Where are you listening to us from? What part of the city, the country, internationally? That's right. I'm speaking it into existence. We're growing inch by inch by inch. Each person is gradually, over the last 30 days, we had 120. When we started, when we started being consistent, we was at 30. I think it was at like 30 some people, and now we're at 120. So I want to say thank you. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand for being here tonight. Give yourself a hand for joining us on Thursday nights, and sharing in the conversation, and sharing in the dialogue, and sharing in what we're doing and what we're offering on this platform to the world. It's a little different than a lot of the gossip stuff that's going on out here in these social media streets. That's what I like to call it. And just the news that oftentimes will weigh us down in our thinking, in our mind. So what we offer here is uplifting, real talk, real experience, real hope. And so that is the intention, and that's what we consistently have offered. We do our breath work. We remind you to pause and breathe. And then, of course, Center of Empowerment, Coin PM, offers their support groups on this channel where we facilitate and bring people in to come in to share about their experiences, share their experience, right? Have a real talk about their experience, but they also share the hope of their experience. So we don't just stay stuck in the experience. We talk about how we get to the other side of it. And then, of course, my intention and what I offer is the tools and the lightheartedness and sometimes the comedic. Sometimes I'm comedy. I can be funny. For those of y'all that don't know that, I can be funny. But go ahead and let folks know that we are live right now, if you don't mind, please. I'm going to send a little link right quick to my Patreon. And then once I send this to my Patreon, then we'll go ahead and we will get started. Just wanted to give a little more time. So put in the chat if you don't mind. I know I have some regulars and I appreciate it. It makes my heart warm when you let me know where you're listening in from. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. So let me know in the chat, please, where you are listening in from. Oh, wow. Look at Patreon. Patreon has had some folks coming in. Y'all been coming in looking. Well, I appreciate it. Leave your comments will be good too. Appreciate it. Thank you. But put in the chat where you're listening in from. How do I do this? Oh, okay. We do it like this. We do it like this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. We got it. We got it. We figured it out. All righty. And we want to make sure this is changed here. We almost there, and I will get started. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise. More settings. All righty. We want everybody to be able to see this. Publish. Oh, tonight. Now. Done. Publish. All righty. All righty. Okay. All righty. All right. Okay. All righty. All righty. So I shared. I don't know if everybody's going to get it because it looks like it gave it just to the paid, those that are in my paid community. It's not notifying everybody. To notify members. Settings. Okay. Y'all, I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to do this. Bear with me. I'm almost there. I promise you. I am almost there. Almost there. Almost there. All right. Publish. Yes. All right. With that said. All right. So let's pause and take a deep inhale, a deep breath. Yes, it's that breath that reminds us whom's and who we are. Listen, it is that breath that tells us that not only are we alive, we have the right and authority to create and define our experiences, our life. Oh, my earring is missing. Our experience in our life and what we are experiencing. Okay. So what in the whole ham and cheese is going on? There's a whole lot going on in Americas, right? Where do we start? Where do we start, people? Where do we start? In California, I just like to put out that it's important that we remember we have a special, we're in a special election season. And so what that means is Proposition 50. Proposition 50 is what's on the ballot. They've spent lots of money to have this vote, and it's around the redistricting of areas for voting. And it determines whether an area is Democratic or it splits the vote is what happens, okay? It has the potential to split the vote. So make sure that you go, read, pay attention, okay, to what it's talking about and vote. And vote. be it on whatever side of the parties that you are in, independent, Democrat, or Republican. It is important that we exercise our right to vote. So make sure, Californians, that you check your mail, check your ballot. You can mail it in, you can drop it off, but whatever you do, make sure you vote. All right, with that, let me take another deep inhale. Yeah. And what else is going on? What else is going on in the whole wide world? Well, America's, that is. So it came out that officially EBT, those that receive, and in California, we call it CalFresh. In other parts of the country, it may be called SNAP, or I think TANF, TANF, I believe. But it is the assistance for food. So it has been said that people will not be receiving their benefits to purchase food to eat for their families, for their children, for themselves. I don't know what that's all about. I don't understand how in the country we live in that anybody has to question whether they will be able to eat or not. That seems just ridiculous to me. With the amount of food that goes to waste, because of spoilage, because it's not getting into the hands of those that need it. And then why would we deprive in this country anyone from eating? So be aware, there are resources that are available. I know Center of Empowerment, we offer a weekly service where we offer food to those that are in transition. And so that means the unhoused, that means families that are working, but don't have enough between. And that divide is growing. That divide is growing, where they're working families and all they really have enough to do is take care of mortgage, rent, preferably light and gas, and food is at the tail end, right? So there's not enough money. There's more month than money. And so Center of Empowerment, it started when we were in the pandemic, where we were able to offer our services, where we were offered the opportunity to help those that were in need in terms of food. What did we do? There we go. In terms of food. And we've continued in that vein. We've also requested, and we've said to you guys, we need your help in picking up the food and delivering it. We have gone from Monday, picking up food, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week to 1 to 2 times a week to 1 time a week, because of the ability to pick it up and get it out and disperse it. So if you are one of those people that can help us in that area, in the Southern California area, in the Los Angeles County area, please reach out to us. And that you can go to info@coinpm.org. Let me put that here and put it up. info@coinpm.org. And so we're about the business of not just talking about the problem, but truly offering solutions, that being a bridge of hope, right? That's what we do. We are a bridge of hope. So that's that. So we've talked about the importance that we need to vote because of them trying to the proposition to redistrict areas, and that will split and divide the vote. We have talked about what, let me breathe because I feel like I'm running. What in the world is going on as it pertains to, someone was asking me, let me say this, someone was asking me to explain because they didn't understand how and why would EBT be cut. And I was explaining to them that a lot of the funds that come for the food services come from the federal level. The state have some money, but the federal is a large supporter of that program to make sure, I forget which presidency implemented that, but to make sure that families, children are not going hungry. All righty. So that's why there may be a stop with the EBT services. CalFresh here in California, SNAP and TANF, I believe it's called in other parts of the country. I think, I know in California, I'm not sure in other parts of the country, you can call 211 if you are in need of food, if you're running out of food, don't have food, was looking forward to being able to shop for your family. You can call, reach out to us at info@coinpm.org, and or call 818-584-2513. And I promise you, we'll do our best. We'll do what we can. If we don't have it, we will definitely direct you in the areas of those who can support and help in that area. All right. Again, we have been giving weekly food out to those that are in need, to the elderly, to the unhoused, to families with children, to those that have more month than money. And so, yeah, we've been doing that now for about, since the pandemic. So that would put it, 2021 to date. Where we've been doing that. If you want to support us in our endeavors, by all means, please, we need your help. We can't do this on our own. Without money is what I mean. We cannot do it without money. It takes gas. It takes other things, resources. This here, me coming on live, it costs. It's not free. It costs. And so we need your support. You can definitely give. You can give via Zelle at info@empowerment.org. That's INPOWERMEANT. Or you can go to our website and go to the donate page, and it gives you it'll give you Givelify. I know people say I say it incorrectly, but Givelify, and it also will give you PayPal, where you can give through PayPal. And all of your gifts, your seeds, your donation is 100% tax deductible. We are a good standing, not-for-profit organization that's in the community doing the work of building bridges of hope for families that are in need and in transition. What in the whole ham and cheese going on up in here? The other thing is the Medi-Cal and medical services are another thing that they've been talking about. I know from personal experiences over the last few weeks, there's been a great deal of changes for those that are in need of medical care. So we don't have medical care. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you we have medical care. But if you need eye care service, dental service, go to our website. We have referrals there that where you can look to see where you can find. Let me put our website down there for you, where you can get the help you need to get eye care and dental care service. Yeah, eye care and dental care service. It's not going up. That's at www. Having trouble connecting. What does that mean? Can y'all see me? Can y'all put something in the chat? Can y'all see me? It says it's having, there it is. It went through that time. Okay, there it is. Yes, so if you go to our website, www.coinpm.org, we have services, at least for your eye care and your dental care. If you're in need of those services, the information is there. There's a form. We give you the referral, and you can go get your eyes checked, get at least one pair of glasses, and then also we have referrals for the dental services. Okay, so that's what's going on over here in these neck of the woods, as we are supporting and helping those that are in transition. So we offer, as you know, the mental fitness, mental health support systems, the support groups, the one-on-one. We have counseling services. We have these things that is generated to secure and maintain that our communities are built in the face of chaos, in the face of change, in the face of uncertainty, that we are giving back and offering the pillars, okay, that help build and sustain lifestyle and shift the trajectory of lifestyle. So that's that. Okay, let me take a deep breath. Yes, 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 yes. Is there anything that you want to ask me that you have listened to over the last few weeks that you would like more information on, clarity on, understanding on? I would like to say on next week, I don't have the banner. I don't think I have the media information in here. But on next week, we will be having our guests that's going to be coming on sharing her experience. We're going to be closing out the month. You know, this has been Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and as well as domestic violence. Last week we had a dynamic conversation, or we covered um, family secrets and telling the truth. And we looked at domestic violence, not only as, I don't want to say just, not only as a violence, a physical violence in the relationship of a couple, but also the violence that persists in a family dynamic that doesn't get healed in or talked about it, that we stay quiet about. That is a violence against our beinghood, our personhood, our children, right? Molestation, and other harms, verbal abuse, mental abuse, financial abuse, food disparity abuse that is used, that is a violence against the personhood, spiritual abuse. Okay. All those things fall under the realm of domestic violence. We talked about that on last week. We had a dynamic guest, Val. Go back and check that out. You don't want to miss that conversation. It was powerful. And prior to that, the week prior, we talked to about caregivers that are caring for those that have cancer, specifically breast cancer. But we talked about the caregiving of those that have cancer or chronic illness, right? And as a caregiver, the things that we hold and that we secretly think and or feel, and don't have a safe place to talk about it. And so we dealt with that. Make sure you check those out. Again, next week we have a 2-time, not just a survivor, but living on the other side of breast cancer. She was diagnosed twice, and she's on the. I think she's 19 months clear of cancer, free of cancer as of today. And she's going to be with us on next Thursday. If you are a survivor that's now living on the other side of cancer, if you are now going through cancer treatments and care, we want to hear from you. We want to honor you and acknowledge you, as we did in our other episode where we talked about those that transition because of cancer. Okay, so make sure that you send your information. That's just your name. You can say with the when you were diagnosed, when you were have been cancer, how long you've been cancer free, and or if you are going through treatments and care. And I say that with care, because not everyone is choosing traditional treatment, and some are doing combination treatment and care and healing. There it is, healing from cancer. So make sure that you send us an email. You can definitely send that email to, I'm going to put that up. Here we go, at info@coinpm.org, info@coinpm.org. All right, y'all. I just wanted to come in to keep the momentum going and appreciate our new followers, our new connections, our new Breathe community, our new Healthy Self Brave Space community that has been joining and partnering with us in the platform. I want to encourage you to, we are a not-for-profit organization and we are in the community. We need your help. We get calls every day of a family that's in need of something. And whether we are able to service them or not, we have a referral service that we can direct them if it's out of our wheelhouse, if it's out of what we do. We do have referral services. And so there, the need is great. And we are committed. We're coming up on our 7-year anniversary, 7-year anniversary. Yeah, 7 years, December 28th, Center of Empowerment, I-N-Power, M-E-A-N-T, has been in existence, about the business of building a bridge, shifting the trajectory of families that are in transition, that are choosing to live and transform their lives, their mental lives, their spiritual lives, their financial lives. And we recognize in doing that there are basic needs that sometimes has to be addressed. With that said, we have our annual blessing bags that's coming at the end of the year. Please go to our website and check out how you can support us with our annual blessing bags. And then we also have our Coin PM for Africa. I told you we was busy. We're about doing the business. So that's what in the whole ham and cheese is going on around up in here, up in here. All righty. I got it out in 30 minutes. Well, 25 minutes. I want to thank you for joining. Please share. And by all means, reach out to us. There are no mistakes. Remember that you are causing the matter. You make the difference. Don't be fooled by the feelings of inadequacies or lack. There is no lack. There may be lack of access, okay? But there's no lack in this world. If our government can build a ballroom in the middle of a crisis in our government, states trust and believe there is no lack in the world. There's a lack of access. So the important thing we must remember is, how do we get access? How do we make sure our mental fitness is healthy, right? So that we can not only fight and survive this battle, this war, but get to the other side and live in fullness and leaving a legacy that puts us in position to the next level with our children, with our grandchildren. All righty. All right. Any comments? Anything you want to put in the chat? Well, I did what I came to do, and that is to share what in the whole ham and cheese is going on. Center of Empowerment, Coin PM, Iris Inspires. We about that, making a difference. Real talk, real experience, real hope, shifting the trajectory of families, building bridges of hope beyond solutions, so that you and we can live a life beyond just surviving. All right. Blessings until next time. We'll see you next Thursday night.
Thank you for joining us on Iris Inspires TV, where we have real talk, real experiences, and real hope. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, like, and, by all means, spread the word by sharing. Don't forget to activate the Notify Me bell, and you will be alerted when we go live. Scroll through our content and be uplifted, inspired, and reminded that you are not alone. The after show will start in 15 minutes on www.patreon.com/irisinspires. See you next time.